Hi, and welcome back to Pretty Skylines in City Skylines by me, Farmer Tanlines. Farmer T! It still sounds so funny. I might be the only person that laughs at that, and I might be okay with that as a thing. Alright, so let me just pause this for a second. This music is a little loud for me. That's much better. Let me know if you guys hear it, don't hear it, have troubles, whatever. Thanks for tuning in. I have a small disclaimer that I realize I should be saying at the beginning of each of these for a while, and that is that I am doing this as a hobby, obviously. There's not very much care that goes into it, and I'm aware that it could be a lot better, so I'm letting you know that because in the future, when I have more time, I might set up Patreon to collect donations and probably introduce some sort of goals, follower count, equipment that I'll need to sound better. And eventually I would like, because I'm running a Mac, I would much rather have a gaming PC with better graphics card so that streaming and all of that can be in 4K, and just for general quality of life upgrade. So it would be a benefit to me, it would be a benefit to the viewers as well, so that would be great. In the off chance this ever does any better than that and I can actually earn some revenue, then we'll see how that goes. Don't intend it to, but if it does, that's great. I always could use a little extra cash, but we'll see. I'd like to think I can do something altruistic with it, but the reality is it does take time to play and produce these things, so we'll see what happens. When we'll cross that bridge as we get to it. I'm not confident I will do this for that long, so yeah, we'll just see what happens. So at the very minimum, what you can do for me is decide if you want to keep watching or not. That's all you got to do. I love nasty comments, so being critical, sarcastic, snarky, just an overall a-hole in the comments, I really appreciate it. That'd be awesome if you could do that. That would really help everyone else stay entertained as well, I think. So yeah, off to the game today. So returning to the city. If you haven't watched part 1 through 3, you won't know what we're doing. But essentially, this city kind of started out as an ugly city because I basically threw it down. I was doing better over here. I think this side looked a little bit nicer. And yeah. So today what we're going to do is focusing on making this pretty, but we also had a couple other things to work on. I think there's some traffic building up, so we'll have to deal with that at some point. These have not filled in yet, so I don't need to build more residential at this point. The other thing, I'm going to switch this radio. It's still talking to me. Let's go back to this one. Alright. So we may have to fix a couple of housekeeping items like trash, power, that sort of thing. I am seeing more of that build up, so I think I am just going to go ahead and drop in a recycling center over in this place over here. I probably have a nice little section cut just perfect for it. Oh, look at that. I do, and it fit just right. So with the recycling center, one of the things that might help with that. I think it pretty much takes care of all the trash anyway, but as a general city policy, I'm just going to put recycling on in case. I'm not sure if it requires this to be on, but I'm just going to turn it on anyway. I don't even know if it costs any money. So slightly, yeah, it's just a tax cost. So it's it does cost money. It doesn't say how much, unfortunately. So it's kind of a bummer. But let's see. We got yesterday, or yeah, it's yesterday, I think. And one of the things I wanted to fix was this kind of stark cutoff between this side of the road and this side of the road. And what I think I'm going to do is maybe intersperse some of the zone squares with each other. These are both office. So let's see how I can figure this out. Maybe I'll throw in some high density residential. See how that's a bit taller over here. I'll just maybe sprinkle that in. I like the size of those buildings. What are these? Those are fully upgraded, eco-friendly buildings. Do I have eco-friendly on here? I might. Oh, these look vanilla. These look vanilla to me. Sorry about that. Just making a mess. Let's see. So this is the Sheffield district. This whole thing is. So what does that have? High-rise band. That might be good though, a high-rise band, but let's see if it's just because that I don't have high density residential, I could easily mix that in with these offices, especially just around this little area. And there's probably a good pattern someone's come up with out there about how to, like, maybe a checkerboard or just some sort of random assignment. And it'd actually be cool if there was a random assignment generator or something like that. But for the time being, I'm just going to do it by hand. So it's not really, the whole point is not to get carried away here. Because we are trying to make it just blend in. And we don't want it to get like too crazy. Really just need a couple spaces of varying size to just even out the skyline a bit. And honestly, I haven't looked to see the size of the squares. I think we could do. You know what? Let's just keep it at 3 and 4. Maybe 1, 2. I'm gonna do one of these.
There's nothing like watching a movie to take you to another place for a time. And there's no better place to watch than Boom Cinema. And no better time than the time it takes you to get from where you are to
and let's fill those in. So since we don't have any other squares, we'll just do a big lump like that. So it won't be ready right away to see how it looks. But essentially I'm kind of going for a more rounded look right here. And I might do that in here as well. And put some offices maybe? You know what? I'm actually just going to do low density residential or commercial right here. And maybe all the way across. Let's see how this looks. It could be terrible. Or it could be awesome. I don't know.
Welcome back to Mars official radio.
Oh, what was I just doing here?
Environment in schools. I was dissatisfied working as a teacher. Instead, I went back to the
okay, so these
university
commercials
and
are
studied
still going.
Physics
Big
is the
no-no.
science of matter.
Where is the faucets? Yeah, let's go with those for a little while. I really needed some city skylines today. It's been one of those days. Very much needed. And let's just... Are these? Those don't look like low density residential. Anyway, okay, so we've got some industrial to build if we really want to increase the size of the city. So let's take a look at this over here. The thing is, I don't really want this getting that busy yet. You know, now that I say that, I realize maybe I need a way to make it busy. So let's think about this. How can we do that? This junction is causing problems already because this road does not cross over to this side. It's like a two-way street. Yeah, why would you put this here and then leave that? You're either going to go that way or you're not going that way. This one, yeah, why would you turn around? Yeah, you're not turning around. So this can go up, this can go this way, and this one can come across, but it has to do this little weird U-turn. I'm just going to leave it for now since there's no cars getting stuck there, but I don't expect it to do well since we could have this just maybe overpass. Oh, go over and reconnect over here instead of having to run into this traffic. It's just not a good idea because they have to turn left and merge. Let's save that for a traffic episode. That way I can label the video something like that. So what we're gonna do is just do a simple connection here and not overthink it too much. How should this be? So I'm thinking it might turn into a roundabout later, depending on how that goes. It's industrial. It's too many lanes. Oh, two-way. Okay, so that might work actually. Two-lane. Maybe we'll put it right here. The goal is so that these trucks don't have to go that far out of the way to to get back to the highway. So just getting on and off is easier before they're having to go through all of this large mess. Not good. So we always need a generic industry, but one of my concerns is that this port is going to get really overwhelmed. So I'm going to stick another train station, and just to have options for folks. And it just fits really well right here with the built-in rails. So it looks like it will fit. Alright. I'll just have to redraw these tracks a little. And it's okay if they dead end there right now, or for now, because there's always a chance they will be put to use later. And I like the idea of coming back and using a prop like that in the game. And as you know from listening, especially for this particular map, realism is the goal is as part of beautifying is achieving some sort of realism. That's not always the case for a given map. Sometimes you want to have something crazy and wacky, but for this, I think the realism thing is a goal I mean, it is a goal. But the point I'm going for here is that it's going to take a lot more detail to make something real. If you compare it to like, I mean, really like you're designing part of the game. You know, you can spend as much or as few hours on a given map as you want. So, what is that? Is that right? Okay, that looks weird from far away. That looks right. So I'm just gonna allow intercity trains on. Maybe this one will be the connection to. No, okay, sorry. Accepts cargo trains. So this is unclear. I mean, it should clarify whether this is an intracity train station or not. If it's not, then these can come in from out of the city. A truck can take it across right over to here, and then can go back through to other train stations, future train stations that haven't been built yet. So it's a quick access because they don't even have to get on the highway. Ideally, and one thing that bugged me, and I meant to fix it, is just the curve here. This just doesn't look, for a place that's supposed to be pretty, it just doesn't achieve that look. What am I looking for? Okay, so we're coming in. Actually, that looks, it might work perfect. Let's see how much we can finagle this. Get the bend rate. Make this up a little bit. Because if it gets some speed up to merge, it's just a little easier for the train. So let's push that up. And I've noticed before in other videos that when you use the movement mod with train tracks, you have to make sure that the tracks don't disappear. If they disappear, that means the train can't use it. Oh, that means it's just fine. So there you go. This music. Going ballroom dancing or something like that. Okay, basically the shape I used to have. Good one. Let's lower this one down just a tad. I know it probably would. Need. It probably would in real life may need that little bump there, but I wanted it to stay even because I'm a demanding person. I am going to work on this curve. I still don't like it. So let's make it a little longer. And the reason this train junction in particular is not further down this way is just because there's another one so close by. I don't want them to get in each other's way. So I'm just gonna see. What it looks like to move this. Like that. I think it works. Now let's create the next set. Alright, so that, oh yeah, that's gonna need fixing. I'm okay with that, I believe. Maybe we'll just get this on. Oh wait, it's up here. Well, let's just get an eye view from this angle to see how it's pretty good. Much better. I'm much more pleased with that from a realism standpoint, and that road will go over if it has to. So let's think about this. Do we want a general... I say we just build a general industry here. And let's just create a quick district just around this focal point. That will be the grandfather industry. Now let's just check out a couple policies, see what we can do. High-tech housing, industrial space planning, pay for more efficiency, is that what that is? Yeah, why not? Heavy traffic ban? Let's see what happens. Never done that before. Old Town. That won't work here. And then NIMBY. Nope. Not gonna happen. Nope. Filter industrial waste. So I would spend money on this if there was any actual impact to the game, but I don't think there is. Workers Union. So I don't think this is going to change anything either because I have the Eden project, the healthcare. I've got just those monuments that they basically max out happiness pretty quickly. Vehicles no longer need to stop at the toll. Sorry about that. Industry 4.0. So highly educated people being able to work here will be good because I do have the Hadron Collider. And so if everybody's educated, it's going to be too hard for them to find work otherwise. So that turning that on is going to help. Education group, hard work, smoking bin. I think the rest, automated sorting, no, I don't really plan to use fishing license. Residential, reduce citizen happiness and rate of crime. Alright. I don't think I need that one. Maybe another time. I feel like there was something else, but I'm just going to go with that and see what happens. Word of the day, or words of the day, phrase of the day. See what happens. Why not? Life is short. I love giving advice to no one who's listening because there are literally zero consequences unless someone sued me and thought I was just giving them medical advice, which I'm not, and I'm also not giving financial advice for that matter. While we're at it, oh my god. Cities skylines should not be this fun. I didn't realize you could connect roads to do we like that look right here? It doesn't actually necessarily look more worn down. It just looks like a different color to me. But I think I am going to update these roads just so they're not all... that's annoying. I can't update the asset. That's really frustrating. I'm sure I'm not the first person to realize that. And you, what are you doing? Oh, that's right. I had to special request those roads because they're so close to the key. Okay, well that one allows me to update it. What the heck? Okay. Alright, well, hey. We could turn that on. What about that one? This one? No, not doing anything. Turn off. Oh no, I need that still. I am getting a little anxiety when I'm updating these because of the need for... Oh! Alright, we're just gonna deal with it after this point because we'll say that we'll just say from the city's standpoint that they could only go to here, and they can only go to here because they only wanted to upgrade this road. Maybe there was some really bad potholes destroying trucks, so they had to, I don't know, make up your own narrative. And we're just gonna do an easy drag from one of these corners. I can't believe these organic farms haven't grown back yet. It really makes me sad. Those were like pretty much my favorite organic farms, or not farms, shops, like organic restaurants. I don't even know what they're like. They had seats outside, so I guess it could be restaurants. Oh, did I put the wrong train station in here? I am an idiot. This is passengers. Do I want a passenger train? Here. Where else would I put it? You know, I could put the trains over on this side. This is more industrial. I want trains there. I think the question is, do I want a lot of people coming in right now? Do I? Do I now? I didn't think about this, but now I'm not opposed to keeping it there, but I would, since it's passenger, I might move it over here, because it, or even up, I don't know. I kind of want to keep it out of the traffic from, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to put it right on the edge. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to get the bridge up there. Oh, these folks don't even have water. Who let you guys not have water? That's so mean. Who's got the automatic water mod? Anybody got one of those? I'll take it. I have no desire to build water connections. It's not interesting at all. I'd like to know who does. If you like building water connections with the pipes under city skylines, leave a comment in the description below. Or and leave a comment on the page using the comments section below. Alright, so we have this. Where can I put it? I could move this. I just want there to be enough space. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I've seen enough of this mess. We're going to move that whole road down to this node. Whoa, okay. Way turned around. I'm going to put this on. Do a quick turn. And I don't really mind that it's next to this other road. Well, we'll see how traffic goes. I may have to change that. And, oh, I got the new zoning mod. What's it called? Zone Toolkit. The other one was what I didn't like about it. It's called Zone It was the other one. This one's called Zoning Toolkit. Tool set. Show the zoning toggle. Two sets. I don't know where the toggle is. Oh, I think I see it over here. So when you have roads selected, it's just under here. So I guess you can zone it on or off. Okay, see the other one, you can change it before you lay a road down, like this one. You can say, well, no, let's use this one as an example. So you see how this has four dots, 4 squares here, and then by 4x5 square. You can change this, the distance from the road, you can change how many squares. You can say 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that's nice if you like working that way. This one I like more because I'm usually dezoning after I lay the road down. So I'm gonna leave those on, but I'm gonna take these off. See how much better that looks on a small road. And I even thought about doing it down here. Let's see if we can. Oh, this is that's a different road, so that won't work. But that one I removed because I want to paint this square and these other ones. Check it out. I'm gonna do this row too. That's perfect because this already takes up the whole side, so you're better off using this mod and really filling in this whole side. And same with this section. I'm gonna do this little right here. Why waste it? You know what I mean? You guys feel me or what? Alright, that looks a lot better. I really wish we could do it with where there's assets, but guess the game can't be perfect. And you know what? I'm gonna extend this road, see if that gives us a few more squares. Stop. Stop it, bro. Give us a couple more squares. I'm good with that. I'm just really frustrated with these props these assets that take up all that space and don't let you edit the road. It's really frustrating. Okay, so we move that down. And we've got everything in place to connect this train down here. It should work completely fine as is. We'll just need to, there's no need for this double line anymore. See, aren't we glad we kept that? Yes, we are. Oh, sorry, this is turned off, this is turned on. Okay, perfect, so. Let's go to the right first to see how far over. So there's a little bit of an unnatural bend due to this just getting in the way. And you know what? That's probably not true. Let's do this a little better. Let's get this right. I am gonna turn on grid. Let's see how this goes. Okay. I guess it's just it's still kind of a sharp curve from up there. So let's see if we can move this out a bit. I love the moving mod. That might be the best mod of all time. I have a hard time thinking that a train could turn that sharp and in IRL. And so I'm just making these adjustments because I don't want to be forced with, even if it's sort of a subconscious thought while looking at the map, I just don't want to have to be thinking about that, you know? And I think that's part of what makes this city look good. Alright, so this is getting way more complicated than it needs to be. this little bend here. And then I think we might be good. How does this look at the ground level? I think it looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. That looks, I think that looks pretty awesome now. And I'm going to put some trees along this road. Forestry bush, something like that. I want this, I want this. Gotta pick a tree, what tree do I want? Green tree. Some of these look a little too rainforesty or like northwestern US. This is the palm we've been using kind of non-stop. Oops. Okay. So prop line tool engaged. Now I'll take this all the way to here. And maybe I'll remove the zoning on this road. I do expect it to get busy. And we're going to turn on anarchy for this to get it on that train section. So now going back to there, let's put you down here. Now it's not really on the trains because it's just a little to the, it's a little bit more on the dirt path that's connected. And so yeah, I mean it would probably fit there. It might be kind of a little close. In fact, I'm just gonna cheat a little. Take that guy out and put him in manually. Just so he doesn't look too far. Yeah, see now it's just on the dirt, so it's fine. It looks good. But that'll make it, it'll make whoever is looking at this and thinking, oh, that's going to collide with the road and not have anxiety. Alright, so this node's kind of giving me trouble. Do I have no controller still? I had to delete it. It was having some issues. Darn it. Oh, I really like node controllers. It fixes crap like this. So this may have to be a future fix. It's getting a little janky. That's a temporary fix, but we'll have to do it. Let's put a little, let's just decorate this a little bit to disguise the game's particularities. That's kind of cool. And we'll put some bushes. Do we have? Oh, there's the cluster. Space already occupied. You suck. Yeah, that's pretty natural. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Grab some of this grass stuff, and we're just gonna throw it in to make it draw interest to this intersection without completely showing off how this road has an hourglass figure. Yes, hourglass figure. So then we'll just throw in a couple of these guys on this side. think it looks bad at all. I think it's like someone wanted you to feel good while leaving. Or coming in. Yeah. So whatever. It's fine. Looks good. You get both sets of ideas coming in. Alright, so we've done a couple things. Our industry bar for demand has not gone down at all. And so, oh man, these all look so boring. I really wish there was more assets in this game sometimes. What is this? So many highly educated workers. Calm down. Well, it's making me wonder, do we need more industry here? Or should we put it... I don't really like it up on this side over here. I think this kind of gets... I think we're going to do something else. We're going to do something else. We're going to push stuff over here now. What industry could I build here? I've got... You know what? We've done a lot today already. I just realized how long it's been, and yeah, let's leave it at that. I will come back and finish this if I have some time.